Hey, good morning, folks. It is 3:44 a.m. and we're heading back to California. I have to drive up to DC for the fly out there. So we're going to be going from DC to Seattle, then Seattle back to Oakland, and we're going to be building some computers, getting everything put in place that we designed for St. Matthew's Baptist Church. So let me get all my stuff in place and let's get on the road. Oh my gosh, we're here. That drive was a little bit harder than I thought, but we're here. So let's get up out of here and head into the airport so I can get on my plane so I can go to sleep. So we are back in Oakland. Going to get some transportation, and we're going to be heading over to the church to start setting up the equipment that we talked about last time we were here. It's probably going to take a couple of days for us to build out everything, and then we're projected for Friday and Saturday to do a bunch of training with the media ministry. So I'm just waiting for my bags and then get the rental car, and then we go from there. So we will see y'all back at St. Matthew's Baptist Church. All right, let's go.
You're telling me based on your own experience, but right now I just don't feel it because I'm going through it personally by myself. Oh, do I have a witness here to a greater purpose? And I need you to take the focus off of you and know that the calling that I have on your life is greater than what you're going through. And somebody that's watching us tonight needs to hear this word tonight.
All right, so we got everything. We're going to start building the two new systems, the streaming system as well as the presentation system. We got everything here scattered out, and I'm gonna start working on those. We have a RX 550 that we're going to use for the presentation system to give us the extra displays. We also have a wireless transmitter for a stage display. We are prepared to run a cable if we need to, but we got the wireless stuff for that. And then also the 1650 that's in the streaming system, we're going to take that out, the current streaming system, and put that in this new system as well too. So I don't need to do a time lapse from that. I don't know, maybe we will. Alright, so we got everything pulled. We were able to use the exact same cables that were already there. They were already RG6. Re-terminate them with a BNC connector. Hooked up the SDI distribution that gave it some more power because the TVs that were further away were dropping signal. But as you can see, we have a significantly better looking image already. That is running off of one of the cameras going through the A10 Mini Extreme being distributed there. What I am doing right now is setting up the table to put the monitors, and then I'm going to start installing Windows. John is finishing up the audio over there, so going to try and get as much done tonight as possible, and then so that way we can focus on training and doing everything and then migrating everything over to the other system. So that's what we got going on so far. Alright, so we got a lot of stuff done, but I am tired. Got the computers installed, got updated. I need to put a license on them, test out the audio. We got cameras, TVs going through there and everything, but two of the TVs need to be fixed. I need to re-terminate the cables because they're fluctuating. So the cable is fine, it's just the termination going to the TV. So I'm gonna put a BNC on that tomorrow. I already did that to one of them and that resolved it, but I'm tired, folks, so we'll be back tomorrow. All right, good morning, folks. We're at day 2. I passed out because worked hard, and just the time jump kind of caught up with me. I am getting ready to head over to Office Max or Best Buy, and first we want to get a bunch of USB-C cables so that all of the converters are going to be powered by the TV, so they turn off once the TV is off. I need to get a long USB-C cable for the one that connects the A10 Mini Extreme to the streaming system. What else? We need to re-terminate a lot of the coax cables from the F connector to the B and C. I got 3 of those to do, and gotta get the Windows license and then start migrating everything over to the system. So let me get some breakfast and then let's go. Alright folks, so this is my last day here. We're going to have some other people, I'm heads of the ministry here, to walk through and see what's going on and what's happened in the last 3 days. But like I said, I think I took a tour of everything. Pretty much was busy all yesterday, so really didn't do much from that standpoint. So let me show you what we got. We ended up pulling some more cable because originally there was a SDI cable that went across the floor down here. It looped over here and went down the floor into this first camera right here. But what we ended up doing is the cable that we pulled up here that was going to be for a direct connection for the backstage display whenever they get that, we repurposed that into the SDI cable for the camera here so that there's nothing on the floor. Got to see what needs to be done about this. I do have some, and I'm in the light so you can't see me. Let me turn this around. But we have staples to tack down the line so it's out of the way, but I just don't know aesthetically if they want it to be that way. You got the other camera here. This is actually a cable that was going up under the crawl space that was already there that hadn't been used in a while. We got the monitor over here, television on there set up. We also have all 3 of these. All 3 of these are connected over SDI cable that we repurposed. It was already some RG6 in the wall. What we did is re-terminated the cable with a BNC connector on the other end that's going to each one of the adapters, converters that go back there, but then also with the SDI distribution matrix that's up in the crawl space right over there, not crawl space but the attic. We re-terminated the other ends from F connectors to BNCs as well too, and everything is good from there. We have the 2 systems here. Let me turn this around. All right, so we have the 2 custom systems here. This one is the dedicated streaming system running a GTX 1650 that was repurposed from the old system. This is the presentation system that is running presenter, but we also have dual connections coming out from the A10 Mini Extreme. One is going to the streaming, the other one is going to this system. And technically they're the exact same spec, so they can actually do either task. So while this one is streaming with live stream studio software, this one can actually send the audio out over a free conference call and it can do Zoom. So we have multiple functions, and the ATEM Mini Extreme can also live stream somewhere if they choose to. But Live Stream Studio is streaming to the website, the pastor's page, as well as the church's Facebook page already. So this just allows up to 6 places to go streaming. So we got everything nice and neat. We got the monitor stands in, and this is my receipt that I need to keep. We got some more cable management that we can do to clean that up. Probably do some cable zip ties or something like that, Velcro zip ties, and secure everything. We got the switch over here for more growth. It's a 16 port switch, so more than enough. They only got 4 devices actually hooked up right now. This access point right there, the 2 computers and the ATEM, so that's really cool. We got everything powered from the Blackmagic side, just on this surge protector there that will kill all the power to everything. The only thing I did not like, I normally, with the converters that are on the TV, I put USB and power it off the USB port, but these TVs, it sees that as a thumb drive, so it doesn't really send power, and it just keeps a constant message saying that there's no thumb drive connected. So we have those plugged in, and like I said, I don't like them always being on, but that's how I ran mine at my church for about like 3 years without any issue. We can always come in and switch those out with smart outlets, kind of like how I have, and turn them all on, turn them all off, and on from a switch through an app, and actually do everything that way. That would be, if there was anything else I would do, I would probably do something like that. And the fact that we got all the cables in the ceiling, there's nothing that's on the floor, that gives them more space. Ideally, what we're thinking about doing is maybe, and I marked it here so you can see, I just put some tape there for it to be the center, is to maybe put a PTZ right there, and right there. So one for the baptismal area, one for the main shot, and then one for the band and praise team choir over here. That would free up even more space, and there's nothing that needs to be here. Run a couple of the daisy chaining should probably be easy from this. We would daisy chain the cape from here to here to here, and then the main one would just go back up, and we'd need to fish that Ethernet all the way back for control and power, because we can put it PoE to over everything. So that would be really cool. The other issue is, and let me know what are y'all solutions, mainly this, the podium is very reflective and you can see everything inside of it, and we're trying to figure out what to do outside of doing a completely new podium that's not reflective. But we're trying to think what we can do, thinking about maybe putting some matte black something on the inside. I saw on a YouTube video where there's some absolute black paint that absorbs all light. I heard it's expensive, but I mean, that would solve it, because I would think there would be no reflection. But again, I don't know if just the material here would cause a reflection no matter what's behind it. But let me know if y'all have any ideas. Other thing, ultimately, is they're going to put in a LED wall right here. That's probably going to cover where the drapes are, curtains right now. That's going to be in the future. So yeah, this is, oh, and the other thing we did, they had the projector here, and last time they said they hadn't used it in a while, so we got this one hooked up as well too. So this goes into the system. So let me turn everything on and let's see what it all looks like. Alright, so there's our 2 cameras, so plenty of space for growing. Add 5 more inputs. Let's see. So there you go, much better image than the SD image originally was there. And then we also got the image running off of the projector as well too. So really, really slick. So we're going to do another day of run-throughs. Pretty much the last couple of days they've been doing that. And today I am merely observing to see how everything goes. And I think everybody from the ministry standpoint is going to see the after of all the work that John and I did here, as well as the media ministry here, because that was a lot of stuff that they had to learn to change out what they're doing. I think they're doing a great job with it, and excited to see what how the members, because they're opening back up service tomorrow. So this is going to be the first time a lot of people have been in the house for a year, and to see the transformation from online and physically here, I think is going to be awesome, and I'm just honored to be a part of it. So yeah, we're heading out tomorrow morning, flying back to Virginia at 7 a.m. So we're going to be on the plane all day, leaving out here at 7, and I land back in DC at 11:59 p.m. and then I have a 2-hour drive back to Richmond. So we're going to be tired, then picking up the little lady. Talked to her this morning, and we're going to have nothing but daddy-daughter day all Monday. So that's what we're going to do, and hope y'all enjoyed this process. Let me know if you have any other questions on everything that we do. I might be able to see if I can squeeze somebody else in here to talk about what their thoughts are before and after, but we'll see how that goes. All right, folks, I am back in my apartment from California, and it is 10:08 p.m. and I am done tired, but I wanted to show kind of a before and after, because as the days got kind of longer, we ended up doing a whole lot more work, and I didn't get a chance to really record as much as I would really like to, but I think, well, I know that they're happy with the stuff that's going on, because we're going to be going pretty much out to California maybe once a month to help them out and do some other stuff out there. So really excited about this new change. So might get a chance to holler at and visit some more of y'all that are out there on the West Coast, in the San Jose, San Francisco type of Sacramento type of area out there in California. So I will let y'all know when we're back out there. But let's take a look at the previous stream that they had before we put anything in place and what it looks like now. So I hope y'all like that. This was kind of, I know I need to do some better editing and some better recording when I'm doing this stuff, but the time actually started to get to me maybe 3 days in. So yeah, apologies for not recording as much as I normally would, but a link is in the description to pretty much everything that we did in this. Thank you so much, St. Matthew's Baptist Church. Thank you for the invite. Thank you for flying me out there. And I'm glad to be able to help. And I really hope that y'all get a lot of good ministry and, just a better presentation. And hopefully this sets y'all up for some more creative options for ministry with your media ministry and your AV team with the gear that we put in place. And I hope your congregation and everybody else likes what's going on. So, like I said, folks, if you like everything that we did, there's a link in the description to every piece of gear that we added there to the ministry. And I think, sometimes I don't like putting the price there because I don't want to mess people up and I don't want to put other people's business out there. But you can always check it out and see exactly what went into transforming that ministry. It wasn't as costly as you may think, but night and day difference compared to what it used to be. So If you like this type of content, I appreciate a like, consider subscribing, and hit that bell. That way you get notified when we come out with other videos to help modernize your media ministry. Thanks for watching, folks. This is AJ. We will see you on the next video. Later.